do you think so many cops kill themselves?
A retired cop dies in my precinct.
Femi was one of the good ones.
Treat this like a murder.
The East New York winter finale, new after The Equalizer, next Sunday on CBS.
So, you gonna see Helen?
What if I don't know what I want?
What?
She's had aggressive fans.
Obsession can make people do some bizarre things. Someone wants her dead.
Grammy winner Kelly Rowland on The Equalizer fall finale, next Sunday on CBS.
Would very much like to have a baby with Leah.
Get ready to make one.
We are going to make a baby.
Sextuplet births are incredibly rare. Each of your babies gets their own dedicated team of doctors. They will all need a lot of care, attention, and time in our NICU.
She's more than likely too weak and too sick to survive.
We'll pray for a miracle.
Sending good vibes into the universe so good things come back.
The Good Doctor, new next Monday on ABC and stream on.
Let me see your hands. You're under arrest for espionage. He was busted with $2 million in cash and forged passport.
What he's accused of carries a death sentence.
Someone is trying to set me up. Our side is compromised.
We both want to help him, but we gotta be smart about it.
We cannot let the boss down. This is a matter of life or death.
Jack, wake up, we have to leave. 5 more minutes. No more minutes.
Okay, roll film.
That stuff causes cancer in laboratory animals, in case you didn't know. Either I chew gum or I smoke.
What are all these children, yours?
That's mine from Wives 1 and 3. There's Babette's from Husband 2. Wilder is ours. We're each other's fourth.
Life is good, Jack. I hope it lasts forever.
Let's watch a sitcom or something.
No! They're calling it the airborne toxic event.
It won't come this way.
Will we have to leave our home?
Of course not.
How do you know?
I just know.
Okay, what if it's dangerous?
Evacuate all places of residence.
We have a situation. All we have to do is stay out of the way.
They're passing us, Dad.
Technically, that's illegal.
Do sheep have lashes?
Ask your father.
We're going sideways.
Dad, do sheep have lashes?
Doesn't anyone want to pay attention to what's actually happening? I wish there was something I could do. I wish I could outthink the problem.
There are 2 kinds of people in the world. Killers and dyers. Most of us are dyers.
Right now we're safe. As long as the children are here, they need us.
Of some persistent sense of large-scale ruin, we keep inventing hope.
104, take 1.
What? We're streaming?
This is great. This is exactly what you wanted, right?
How?
We're all back together, and it's a dream.
We fought really hard to get this show back together.
It's the #1 streaming show in the world, man. So, you know, people love it for a reason.
Criminal Minds Evolution looks different. It looks like it has a larger scope. It's more cinematic.
You stay in the world longer. Like, if anybody ever wanted to see more Garcia just living her life, like, you get to see that in a much longer, deeper way, and that's true with all the characters.
I think there's just a lot more like artistic license on streaming, which is very exciting for me as a director.
Because we're on streaming, we get to be a little bit more authentic to the world. I mean, there's no way you can keep walking across dead bodies and not drop an F-bomb every once in a while.
Thank you very much. Bullshit! I'm not gonna name this jag-off. Head, okay?
I will say Rossi's got a bit of a potty mouth, but it's real, you know?
I think by being in streaming, we're able to kind of push the envelope a little bit. In a way, it pushes us into even that much more realism in a sense. Then you explain to her why we failed. Babe, get the hell out of my way.
I mean, listen, the darkness and the way that this show has always gone there, and I really was surprised by how far they were able to push the envelope on network. Being on Paramount Plus is really going to give us the latitude to go even further with that.
I think it's important for us to always show as close as we can to the reality of what this job is like, as an homage to the people who really do this job every day.
We are working harder than ever before to catch these predators, to understand how they live and where they work.
I think the thing that makes this season different from the past 15 seasons is the serialized nature of our season-long bad guy. It's something we've been able to explore in the past, but nothing that gets to dive quite as deep into the criminal mind itself.
Because we've got the time and we've got the space to really dig inside the psyche of one specific serial killer, people are really going to get a really complex look at what makes them tick.
Everybody is coming to this year having gone through the pandemic, just like the audience.
Oh my goodness, we are so overdue for breakfast.
Oh, we are. I hear it's a hellhole there.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. We've all suffered a lot over these last 3 years with the pandemic and all of the trauma that has come along with that.
But everybody's sheltered in place, no one to stalk, abduct, or kill without taking a huge risk.
I think this season you're going to get to see much more of who these people are on a personal level.
We're diving into a few different themes. One is really illustrated through Rossi's arc of grief and loss. So many people are in that space right now. I think it's important to have a character on television explaining their process.
Where do we find Garcia? She is essentially living her best life. Garcia thrived while sheltering in place, you know, and she has structured her life exactly the way she wants. Like, no one should ever penetrate this bubble. And you know what's not there when we get to her? The BAU. You can't just waltz in here and blurt out, there's a missing girl. Take one of these, they're very good.
We're gonna see JJ's family in a different way, that relationship and that marriage.
Counting down the seconds between school drop-off and family dinners and...
Dead bodies.
Yeah, that too.
Now they've been separated because of budget cuts and all the other things that have happened during COVID. And so seeing the team on their own a little bit, which is the first time we've ever done that.
I'm gonna need some help. Fans are going to get the Criminal Minds that they love, plus this team has evolved. We're better, we're more devoted.
What's not gonna surprise people? It's exciting.
It just feels almost, oh, this is so dumb. It feels evolved.
It's an evolution.
And if you're listening to that going, wow, that sounds great, it's because it's great. You should be a little jealous.
I'm glad the BAU is out there protecting people. Just admit it, okay? You missed me.
I think it's nice because everybody's back together.
Start setting up a joint task force.
We just marvel every day here on set at how happy we are to be back.
I really wish I could clone you.
Well, that's because I'm so delightful.
It's a really nice reaction to a couple of crappy pandemic years.
You're the best.
You owe me lunch and no talk of awful things.
We all kept in close contact, and then there were rumors that started like, hey, maybe the show's gonna come back.
Paramount Plus wants to do Criminal Minds, who's in? And with the exception of the people who weren't able to say yes, the rest of us were like, I'm in, are you in?
I was super excited.
Absolutely. I would love that. What do we have to do to make that happen?
Because it's a big show with a lot of companies and COVID protocols, like it's been difficult to get things up off the ground. So we talked about it for, I think, 18 months.
Tara Lewis.
Seriously, though, I really wish you were here.
But it's not like, it's very rare that you get to be back together, but nobody went backwards or nobody put a pause button on their life. That's not what's happened with the people who play the parts on this show, and that's not what happened to the characters on this show.
We're all slightly different, and we have all evolved in different ways, so there's a lot to catch up on.
I miss the team every day, but I don't miss the work.
It feels like a decade's gone by, and it feels like a second has gone by at the same time. But I think that's what it's like with the people you love.
16 Charlie, take care.
I've been in this business for over 50 years, and for me, this is certainly one of the highlights to be, part of this ensemble.
Hey, Dave.
Tara and JJ have answered every call, every consultation without fail. You spend a lot of time with that same group of people, and if you add up all those hours, it would be a pretty good lifetime for somebody.
Let's get to work.
It's a dream. I mean, really, coming to work every day is a dream. I always look forward to coming to work. The days go by, they fly.
It really feels like riding a bike, and we're really good at riding this bike. Nobody's that good.
You want to bet? Since we've returned, I think it's been the joy of making a show that people really love with people that you really care about and trying to tell the best possible stories that you can.
We're all just soaking it up and hoping it lasts for a very long time.
It's like being back home.
Is it over?
No, it's not over. We're just getting started.
You don't have to do this.
We need to take him alive.
Let's go.